drinking straight up milk, I think that's a red flag. Hey bestie, welcome back, or if you're new here, welcome. My name's Ashley. We talk all things self-love, self-improvement here, and today we're having a chill little chit chat, get ready with me, and we are talking about the state of dating today, because what the fuck? What the fuck? I have no other words to describe what dating in 2024 is other than what the fuck. Dating apps are meant to make our lives easier, but they're not. Dating apps actually have ruined dating. So let's talk about it. I feel like dating apps are gluttonous. Let me paint you a little picture. So last weekend, I swiped through probably 1,000 men in a matter of 2 days on Hinge. How do I know that? Because I had 900 something likes, men who liked me, that I had to go through. And then I also swiped through some on like the first page after that very long weekend of basically just clearing out my notifications. All I could think about was, I cannot believe I just looked at over 1,000 men. Out of those, like approximate 1,000, I only matched with 15. Out of those 15, I actually was only really looking forward to talking to 2. Those 2 that I was looking forward to talking to did make it off of the app, but then one of them took themselves out of the running. We'll not go into further detail about that. So out of 1,000, I'm now only talking to 1. Why did I tell you about how I swiped through 1,000 men? That should really paint a picture of like how gluttonous dating apps are. After reflecting on that, I was like, it's kind of crazy because there's so many people available that if it doesn't work out with this person, then there's always going to be someone else that I can swipe on, that I can talk to, that I can maybe explore things with. Dating apps have just like ruined people's ability to date and get to know someone. They like really contribute to this mindset of like scarcity and lack in our society of dating, because there's always possibly someone better, or leave at the first red flag, which like I do stand by leaving at early signs of red flags, but it's up to you to determine like essentially like how red is red. Drinking straight up milk, I think that's a red flag. Not for any very specific reason. Like I just think that's weird, but like I can live with it. But like if they're already showing signs of manipulating me, then yeah, that's a really big red flag. That's like very, very, very red, and I'm going to leave very early on. So you obviously shouldn't settle in dating, because this could be your person. You deserve to be happy in your relationships and be treated the way that you know you deserve, which is like a goddess, duh. But also dating apps have made it so that like we don't ever settle, like, and our expectations and standards have been raised, as they should, but almost I feel like to like an unrealistic amount. And I feel like dating apps have also just like really contributed in like how quickly relationships form and progress, and like not in a good way. Hi Bubba, what do you have to say about dating apps? Yeah, that's a lot. I know, I totally agree with you. The fact that rosters exist, it's like, well, if person number 1 isn't giving me the attention I need, then I'll go to number person 2. And if number person 2 doesn't work, then person 3. Having a roster is kind of like the point in dating, whether you're dating casually or trying to find your life partner. But it's also like, what the fuck? It's really hard for me to have a roster, honestly. And I feel like by having so many people available to us at once, it reduces our chances of actually getting to know these people on a deeper level. Dating apps just really like dehumanize us. There's just so many people available to us at all times that if one person isn't responding, then we can go ahead and talk to this other person, or they're boring, I don't really like them, I'll just ghost instead of letting them know I'm just not interested, I'm not like, we're not compatible. We have like this wild expectation that these people, these strangers, like we have 24 instant access to them, when we don't. We have lives outside of these people, just like how they have lives outside of us. Social media has really contributed to this feeling of having immediate access to anyone and everyone in our lives at all times, including potential dating partners, whether we met them in real life or on a dating app, but specifically on a dating app. And it's also just like so hard to keep up. The pandemic just like ruined our ability to communicate, especially like at least in my generation. Our chances of meeting people, whether like platonically or romantically, and networking and like increasing our communication skills kind of vanished. Basically, like our final years of becoming like full ass blown adults just were like taken away from us, and we learned so many important life skills, especially communication skills, I feel like, in our last years of college, and specifically the ages of like 19 to like 24. You learn very like a very specific like skill set and communication skills. So I feel like COVID just like really like fucked up my generation's like ability to communicate with each other and date. Another thing that I feel like has contributed to how wildly insane dating is now is the rise of the situationship. Because what the fuck is a situationship? No one can fucking communicate their boundaries. They cannot for the fucking life of them, gun to their head, tell someone they like them and they want to be committed. Or even just that, just like be able to like communicate their feelings and their boundaries. Situationships also, I feel like, go hand in hand with hookup culture. Situationships also contribute to the gluttony that is dating, because you don't want to necessarily commit to this person in the event that you meet someone that you actually want to commit with, or just like someone better in general. And it's so much easier to just ghost someone that you are not in a committed relationship with rather than formally end it. I feel like people would rather do a situationship than be in an actual relationship now. And I don't fucking know why. And people just like prefer casual things over serious things. There's also this quote, if it's free, it's because you're the product. And if you've never heard of that, basically it's like, if you don't have to pay to use it, that's because the company or just whatever is like benefiting more from giving it to you for free. Because nothing in life is truly ever free. Like with social media is free to use, but with that, we pay with our time, our mental health, our physical health. And so with dating apps, even though dating apps are typically free, we are paying for it in usually our time, our mental health, our physical health. People, when it comes to dating now, are also like so much quicker to judge. And this isn't just like on apps, but especially on apps, because we get 4 to 6 photos and like 3 prompts to like put our best foot forward, when like we are actually full ass complex human beings. I don't know, people like don't really want to like get to know you that much. Dating culture now is just so selfish, which like it should be, you know, like you're spending your time, energy, money, getting to know this person, going on dates. So like you should be a little selfish, but also just like give people some grace. I also just hate all of these fucking mind games. If I want to talk to someone, I'm going to talk to them. I'll send a double text. You know what? Fuck it. I might even send a triple. It's just so weird to me how there's like so many people on dating apps, but we're all struggling. People just aren't very clear with their intentions from the beginning, which leads to miscommunications and misunderstandings. And I'm 100% projecting and speaking from personal experience, but it's just like, if you're into hookups and all you want to do is hook up with me, say that so that we're not wasting each other's time. I had a week-long thing with this guy and amazing first date. Turns out he was love bombing me. He literally did the most just to hook up with me. You really did not need to do all of that. Actually, I would have hooked up with you, but you did the most and made me think like, oh, you actually liked me, especially considering you told me you liked me. So I thought you liked me, and then you ghosted me. Did some really weird shit. When if you had just said from the beginning, I just want to hook up with you, I probably would have been like, oh, okay. That's so much more respectable and commendable. I am just so tired of not being respected, my time not being respected. That's the thing that pisses me off the fucking most. One thing that also really annoys me with dating is I hate how much I intimidate men. Dudes are like intimidated by, I don't know, like how independent I am and how funny I am and how I don't really take shit. And I've been starting to really let that get to me, honestly. And I've been starting to think, well, like maybe I should like tone down my personality. Every time I do meet a guy, then I'm like, oh, okay, like we're on the same level. He's not intimidated by me. He in fact proves me wrong and proves me correct in that, oh, he is just another pussy ass bitch. I want to meet a guy that's not a pussy ass bitch. Why are they such pussy ass bitches? Speaking of pussy ass bitches, not one of my high school bullies trying to connect with my best friend on LinkedIn. That's really funny. Here's the final look. What do we think? I don't really like how I look, so be nice to me. That concludes this week's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, comment a lipstick emoji. Let me know your thoughts on modern dating, any dating stories you have. Let's chat about this. If you enjoyed this video and want more content like this, be sure to give it a like and subscribe down below. And if you really like me that much and want to keep up with me throughout the rest of the week, be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And if you just want to chat with me or make other cool, awesome, amazing friends all around the world who are also on a self-love, self-development journey, be sure to check out my Discord. You can find all my links in the description box down below. Thanks again for hanging, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye! I'm having an existential crisis about what the fuck am I doing with my life? Am I ever actually going to meet someone that's not a piece of shit and can actually communicate their feelings? How much would it suck if I was recording in slow-mo this whole time? Because I have done that.